Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today we are going to be doing some more Face It Level 10 coaching. There's lots of great stuff to learn from. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, join the Discord, and let's go ahead and hop right into this. Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we are going to be working with a player named Soar. Now, if you're familiar with this channel, you've seen his progress over the course of a few videos, and I'm really excited to work with him again. He finds himself in a very high-skilled Face It lobby here in North America. He's going to be getting a good challenge, and we're going to see just overall what he could be doing in order to improve his value as a player in these pugs. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and join my Discord community, guys. I'd love to work with you and just help everybody become the best player possible. So let's go ahead and get into this review. Soar is going to be coming over here to B site. Very nice, very nice. What are we going to be doing? A little bit of indecision, maybe some communication stuff from the team, and we ultimately just get absolutely ran over on pistol. Not an ideal way to start this type of game, obviously. So it kind of sucks because I think we all had the same idea to just go into cave here. I'm not sure exactly what the communication was. It's not even bad that you try to step out here. It's just hard with all the congestion. Obviously, in a perfect world, we have like a USP playing longer range angles back here with the dualies inside a cave doing this. So, you know, like I said, in a perfect world, that's what goes on. As far as what actually happens here, okay, well, I guess when we peek, it's okay. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's very tough. It honestly wouldn't even have been bad if you just come in here and play with your team at that point. Hindsight's 2020. But we're already in a bad position, and we're trying to fix it by going out here and playing on this, and just, you know, we're just gonna get ran over is what I'm trying to say. Eventually, like, we're just gonna get completely ran down, and we are just happy to even get one in that situation, right? So I know it sucks, but when we don't see that smoke come in, just, you know, this your play. Just go here and make it. Either communicate with your teammates to clear Cheetah off or fight with you. One or the other, doesn't really matter. And you guys are chilling. If they can't cross this threshold, if they can't get past this line, it's okay that like the round is a little chaotic at the beginning because you're still chilling. Now, if they smoke off cave, of course, we're going to have to do a full retake then, and they're going to blow right past you and go into spawn. So
this coaching session is brought to you by SkinsMonkey. They are the best CS2 trading site out there. Swap out the skins you do not like and upgrade them into higher quality new items. I have personally used SkinsMonkey to build my inventory and love how many features the site has. The best thing is that you can gain your own crazy deposit bonus of 35% by using my code KOJOMO. They also have a freebie section where you can get free new skins by completing tasks, and you also get a $5 bonus by clicking my link in the description of the video.
just some things to think about that pistol round. You know, ideally we just don't get all discombobulated. Of course, that's always going to be the best case scenario, but like, we're not living in a perfect world, guys. So let's go ahead and move on to round 2 here. We decided to get a 5-7. So what little gimmick are we going to make with this? Okay, we're going to go into cave. So this time we actually are coming into here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, yeah, we're listening, and we're going to... I like this play. I like this. Yeah. Yeah, and this is where you're going to get really good at this. I mean... It's easy to watch a demo where there's not this live pressure and things are going on. But look, we go to get this kill. Right here, we're identifying we see multiple people. Your reaction should never, ever, ever to be to shoot this guy and continue to go this way. Because even if he's not here, you're just going to open yourself up more than you need to. Your reaction should be to kill this guy. And naturally, if you're going to make any movement, it's kind of back towards this wall a little bit, right? So in a perfect world, we come out here, kill this guy, then boom, boom. It's easy in the demo to see that. I understand in a game. But definitely, like, I don't know why we're not trying to kill this guy. These are the decisions that we have to be able to make in the moment. And people are like, what is game sense? Game sense is a lot of different things. And this is a prime example of a way to look at it. Is I know I'm just going to go start shooting this next guy because he is on my screen. He's running away and it's a free kill. The second you go to commit to that fight, it's not really ever going to work out, which sucks, by the way, too, because like this guy had bomb as well. If we kill this guy, bomb's down in the middle of the open, we get traded here by him. Like we're still in good shape, right? So that's an example of like the little micro decisions in the moment, in the split second, that we've got to get so talented, so skilled at doing. Also, I didn't look if we dropped it, but you know, you throw that smoke, get up another piece of util, get like a molly or something. You have enough money for it. You decided to get an MP9 for a reason, so throw that into elbow smoke, awesome, and then rebuy a molly as well. And remember what gun we have. Like, the way you're playing, I would honestly say the M4 is stronger. If you have an MP9, man, honestly, you're a little late. Prod in here. Okay, nobody's up ramp early. Okay, get in here. And I'd say like get on a close wall somewhere. I think when you play these long range angles, at least if I had an AK and this guy's jiggling with the MP9, it's the easiest decision making of my life. How to kill him and stuff. That being said, you do absolutely laser beam, but then we put ourselves between two angles. Yeah, we just put ourselves in the middle of the open everywhere. And it looks like right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, like the pace of this game is going a little faster than we're comfortable with. Because like they're not making any secret that like more people are coming and stuff. Like sometimes we're just being kind of unaware, if I'm being honest. Like we're being very unaware of what's going on in front of us. So yeah. I think also, by the way, like, and this is like a style decision, we get this kill with the MP9, man. I like the second I get one of those kills and that happens, especially if you're gonna make this decision to walk towards, like, let all hell break loose. Boom, we're killing him with the SMG. We get up here. Boom, we're killing him with the SMG. We run into cave. Boom, we kill him with the SMG. We're sprinting through. Like, you see what I mean? Like, I'm getting that kill with the SMG and I'm snapping. I'm snapping and doing something because that's the nature of the gun. If you can get a kill and keep going and going and going, or get a kill and run around somewhere and do something, like, it's a very active weapon. I'm sure you're like very comfortable with it if you keep buying it on all of these rounds. So also okay, sometimes I am noticing this, and I'm going to call it out here in this round, but I've noticed it in rounds prior too. Sometimes we're getting very like locked with putting our crosshair a little too low. In this case, it's because you're trying to get the guns and do that kind of thing. But I have noticed it across the board. I think that is something you can still continue to improve on, because I've noticed it a little bit now where it's like our crosshair is naturally very low. Good, we're spamming here. I like this. I like this. Even if you do like 5 damage, that is so worth it. And a 5v2, like, why not, right? I will say the danger is, and I like that you're spamming here, it's pretty hard to die. Be careful ever spamming up here, guys, because if they decide to start shooting back, we are a sitting duck, right? With this lineup right here. I can't do it in free cam, but just be very, very cognizant of that. Okay, but I like it. And a pug, just take risks, right? Take risks, get comfortable, limit testing. Even if he dies here, like, why not, right? Understand, like, oh, okay, if I spam here and do this, it's good. Also, by the way, get really good. If you're playing cave, you should learn every one of these lineups for the spam. You can spam this. You can spam people sitting up here. You can spam people here. You can spam people mid. If you really want to take your cave play to like the professional level, that is the biggest difference that pros are doing versus, like, say a face at level 10 that has 2000 elo. Those cave players know every little tiny spam that is out there, not even just the basic ones. And we're gonna get caught with detail. Yeah, we gotta be very, in these lobbies, man, we gotta be very like speedy with how we're throwing our nades, and we gotta prepare ourselves. We gotta get ready. Okay, we spot him. Keep our composure. Again, do you see what we're doing though? You see what we're doing? This has happened like 3 times now. We'll get a kill, and then we just completely forget about the same area. It's the secret agent guy every time too that's like about to catch us off or does catch us off. Like, okay, boom, we get that kill. We didn't see him initially, but then we're just immediately walk back here and look like this. If somebody comes out here and like tries to trade, tries to swing, do anything, like, I feel like we're a sitting duck right here. You see this? It's like the smallest thing I'm noticing, but it is getting you killed. It's gotten you killed in rounds prior where it's like we're kind of unaware that, you know, somebody's about to could peek us. We shouldn't be getting caught out that much, in my opinion. Yeah, and that's the peaks we're gonna have to face. That's the peaks we're gonna have to get good at dealing with. Let's look from his POV. And you saw his shadow, I'm pretty sure. So you knew this is coming. Yeah, you see that though? Like the more we're moving around, the more we're like being a maniac, it pays off in CS2. It completely pays off, right? And what a clutch by our teammate, by the way.
So that's like going back to the SMG round. That's the exact thing I'm talking about. Sure, you can get this kill and start walking towards cave, but one, even this cave guy, you're walking into him like it's gonna be a free fight for him, and then we end up getting punished by this guy. When we're constantly being the aggressor and moving back and forth and doing all these things, it is so valuable in CS2. Okay. I mean, yeah, we held him off. I'd love to see like a double molly where somebody mollies here and then somebody mollies here. But in Pug, sometimes it's hard to coordinate a lot of that stuff as a solo queue. Okay, we have no eyeballs ourselves on mid. Our donut player seems to have it. We're going to gap A for a little bit. What's the plan here? What's the plan? Dude, guys, by the way, I do not enjoy Ancient either. I like this is the map I do not enjoy. I'm just putting that out there. I do not enjoy Ancient one bit. What? No, 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 no. So, what? This is the pressure. This is like the pressure getting to us. Look at this. Like, what? Even if they are sitting behind here, what's the point of smoking that, right? What? Like, there's no point of smoking that. You're only hurting yourself. Like, you doing this is only hurting yourself. And I like that you do a little fake run there. That's cool. But you're in your own head about what's going on. Like, you're so in your own head. If somebody was here, take that, use that to your advantage. If you know he's there, don't throw another smoke and block him off. The fake running, I mean, honestly, just do the fake running from the beginning if you really want to kill somebody that's in there. But you're hurting yourself because you're using that util in a way to help the other team, essentially. Like, you're not helping yourself. Sure, he could be close house. Maybe that comp came in. Maybe that's why we're doing it. But like, that doesn't help us with dealing with him. That just burns a piece of our utility, and now we still have the no info on what's going on. So, yeah. Don't cause self-induced stress. This game is already stressful enough. Don't introduce more chaos into your way of thinking into yourself. Like, don't stress yourself out more than you need to. Okay, we're gonna smoke into elbow. We're gonna molly nade. The problem too is like like all of our util is gone now. It's not necessarily like a bad thing. Like you are dominating mid, but sometimes it can suck in the mid round for us if all of our util is gone. But sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes you gotta dump util. Yeah, no 5v1. Okay, he has a Mac 10, so how should we be fighting this guy? Not like this. Especially because, oh my, this maniac might come through here. So he has a Mac 10, bro. The first thing you're doing, you're simplifying it and just peeking deep, like back here. If you just peek deep and all the way back here, if you lose that fight, it's on you, right? The second your reaction to a Mac 10 is to swing up here, you are asking to get punished. You're just asking to get punished. So again, make your life easy. Make your life easy. Make your life easy. Simplify things. Boom. That guy's gonna chunk that. Love it. Love it. Oh, bad timing. Bad timing. Bad timing. What were we trying to do with that flash, though? Were we trying to flash for our teammate? He's not even in position to do anything. Were we flashing for this guy, maybe? I'm not sure what the comms are. I'm kind of giving you... I don't even think anyone is really ready, maybe, for that guy. Nah, because he shouldn't be picking it anyways. I mean, in hindsight, it's pretty obvious. Like, there's literally no reason to flash that. There's no reason. Unless your teammate's going to come up here and peek with it, it's just going to be a useless flash anyways. Because even if he's there, he's just going to get blind and nobody's going to kill him. This is great recognition, though. Like, you're like, okay, I think mid's clear. This guy ran away. I mean, I love that. I love this decision making. Just be real. Yeah, be careful when we jump up here. Luckily, we're smoked off right now. Also, we have an A gap now, so just keep that in mind that maybe someone's going to lurk through here, do that kind of thing. So just ways of thinking, like, okay, this has been open for that long. Somebody could come here. It's a good exercise for determining where people are. But we know both of them are here, obviously now, because the kill feed, we're looking, hey, they're both here.
this. You guys are switching now. Okay. That's hilarious. Okay. I like the confidence. I like the confidence. Yeah. I mean, get yourself into this match too. Like, there's some good players in here. Get that kill. You guys can't go wrong as long as you do something together. It is inherently risky when we're coming up here and fighting alone, because that does make it so that we're isolated. But when we're playing pugs, guys, like, it's not going to be perfect CS. Sometimes you just need to get the kill and not, again, overcomplicate things. Now, that can be a huge problem if we start to recognize, like, oh my, like, these guys are just, like, punishing us for being too aggressive and playing like that. Of course, then, like, we got to just play textbook smart CS. Okay, team gets ran over. Cool, we get the kill. Just contain now. Yeah, just contain. Oh, and then we get a bad timing here because we did this to ourselves. Yeah, we did this to ourselves. If the point is here that you're gonna contain, you get this kill. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You can sit here and jiggle. Or the best thing you could do, honestly, is like get that kill. Act like, you know, jiggle. If someone peeks you, okay, cool. You shoot him a little bit. He's not gonna come in here. Or if he does, I mean, whatever you're doing, just dip and go somewhere else. Be elusive. You're fighting here, now you're here. You're fighting this, now you're doing this. Like, oh, it's so good. But the second you kind of just played too scared here, you had the right idea, but you didn't act upon what you should be doing, and then you give him that timing that he never ever should have had. Again, we're making our job so much harder than it needs to be, because all you did then is timing yourself instead of timing him. Okay. Did we throw the install bar or did we drop one? Let me see. Okay, no, yeah. So, I mean, you know this, but when we can, we have to get a smoke. The smoke is way more important than the double flash or the HE. Like, whatever you're going to do. You got to have a smoke, especially as a mid player, to constantly recycle that. But I think that was just because there was chaos last second in the buy. Also, by the way, with these flashes, man, like, please don't throw them on the ground. This is actually a huge thing that will change your ancient. When you're throwing these on the ground, they're not blinding anybody. Look at this. Like, they literally can't get blinded by that flash. So when you're flashing up here, it cannot be on the ground. Whether it's a set lineup or you're just chucking it off the wall, whatever you're doing, flash it high so it blinds every angle. It could blind even somebody, in theory, that was sitting here just hiding, playing anti-flash, crouching, would still eat it because you're flashing high, right? Like, that's the power of a high flash inside of Counter-Strike. It's just a physics thing, right? Like, it's just, it makes sense. The higher it is, the more angles it'll blind, because even people behind cover could eat it. And that's how you get people raging like, dude, how is that blinding me? How is that blinding me? So one thing I'm going to point out that you're actually doing very good here is you're dancing, you're dodging, you're moving around here. It's a little awkward. That's definitely a little awkward. You're crazy for peeking this again. But look, so you reload, then you're back here. Now you're fighting mid. Watch what happens. Boom, you get spotted. You move over here. This is good, because what are people going to do? They're going to try to remember where you were, and if they go to re-peek, boom, you're already moved. So I want to give you credit for that, and that's the stuff I need to see constantly. And ultimately, that is a completely greedy peak. Like, that really is. I respect your confidence for it, but we know multiple people are there. You're crazy. You're crazy. Like, honestly. So I'm happy you got one there, but objectively, that's just like a very not necessary peak in a 5v4. So I'm happy you got it down to a 4v3, but we have the advantage already. And if you're gonna do something like that, utilize like your teammates that have 5.7s, pistols, like, or, you know, be like, hey guys, get ready to crunch down ramp or something, right? Because when we just do that by ourselves, it looks kind of silly. I'm not gonna lie, but again, happy that we got one at least. I want to see you jumping. Ah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, where were you preeming that? And I say that because look, this is like another like form of game sense. Our teammate is going to be here. And again, we can see this through a demo, but you should start to think about this stuff when you're playing. if our teammate is swinging with us, which again, based on the radar, based on the context clues we have, we should know this. Your preamp should never be anywhere in here. You should 100% be preaiming these deeper angles because look, these are the only angles he's going to be able to shoot you. If he was over here in these positions, he's getting shot at. Like there's going to be some fight going down or, you know, we're going to spot him on the radar. Literally millisecond decision making here. Like this is the stuff we need to be doing. So that's why I say like it's kind of weird that our crosshair's there and we have to adjust to where we should be aiming anyways. Just thought I'd put that out there. Interesting little concept. Yeah. But yeah, I want to see lots of jumping with the SMG. I want to see you doing your thing. You clearly like the MP9, so I like it. I like it. Get up in their face. Get up in their face with it. Into elbow, molly mid, nade behind. Also, I want to see you. I want to see you actually setting your teammates up with flashes because right now I see you throwing them, but like nobody's really acting off of it. And so what do I mean by that? Maybe in this game you're like, well, coach, like the comms are awful, things are bad. Okay, cool. If we have 1 flash saved or 2 flash saved in a retake, I want to see you like rotating back around, maybe through spawn. Your teammates are playing from long. You're just flashing. You're not asking, hey, do you need a flash? You're just flashing behind them up here. You know, same thing. If we could have saved Utah in some of these fights, we could have just flashed over over Donut to help our teammates when the T's are running out A main. So these are things that I'm not seeing. I'm seeing you throw flashes, but like the timing is either bad from the players because you're flashing in front of them or flashing on the ground. It's definitely a huge weakness right now in our gameplay. And again, yeah. So I'm glad you got punished for this because like not a lot of players think about this. Dude, when we're jumping up here, it's the smallest difference ever. When you're jump on the as far left side as you can here. Jump up on the left, jump up on the left, jump here, and then swing. So many players get comfortable just going in the middle of the box, jumping. And then usually they get caught out when there's no smoke here by somebody down in one of these areas. But I'm glad this happened because this is exactly the reason why we do that. Because if we're out in the middle of the box up here, it makes it so easy for them to kill us. Play the millimeters of this game. Make them swing even wider to get you. Instead of being able to kill you from right here, make them swing all the way out here to get you when you're jumping up on the side of the box. Boom, right here. Just the little micro things that could be the difference in you surviving on 1 HP or you just completely dying. But all right, let's look at T side here. Okay. Nice. Great trade. Great trade. Great trade. Okay. I'm happy. And so this is me speaking to you. I'm happy we're getting these kills. Boom. Awesome. Right here. If you want to be like a maniac, I would say freaking like jump across here. Okay, we hear somebody rotating in short or something. Freaking jump across. Like if you're an entry man, it pays off so much on that Glock T side to just be in the air, jumping, creating that space for your teammate. Because at the end of the day, if you could just draw the crosshair away from these guys and make it really uncomfortable for them, you're gonna do your job even better. Because like, look, they're just gonna be able to put their crosshair at head level, and if they hit the shot, they hit the shot. Make them work for the kill is what I'm trying to say. Make them work for that kill. Same thing here. He ultimately doesn't end up killing you. You're very confident with your swing, and this is amazing. It's just another way to think about, you know, playing and being as valuable as possible for your team. Because your head is just gonna honestly get ripped off at a high level when we're just peeking every angle like this. Like it makes it so easy. So you're not doing anything wrong, Sora. It's just like as an entry specifically, like we can do even better. We can go next level with the way we're doing that. Because like honestly, I'd say with your MP9 as well, like I would love a little more playing like that, like looking at the game in that way of jumping around, drawing crosshairs off. You're clearly an SMG player, so. Oh, don't jump for that flash. Don't jump for that flash. It goes way too high, by the way. When you're throwing that flash, just run forward and left click. Run forward, angle it, and left click that thing in the air so it lands out here. In my opinion, like, I mean, just like how it is, like that flash is going to go way too high. And it's almost like when you're flashing over B on Dust 2. A lot of people want to jump through that flash, and it just goes so high up into the air that
No value, right? No value. This should be reversed. You should be in front of this guy, by the way. Like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got the Galil, you got the Mech 10. You should just be in front of him running, going crazy. My case in point. My case in point, Sort. This goes back to the Glock round. My case in point. What are you doing? Jumping around, being crazy. What happens? Look at this. This should be an easy kill for him. But nope. Look at this. Oh, yes. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what you got to do on these Glock rounds, these MP9 rounds, these Mac 10 rounds. Like, literally, bro. That's what I like to see. Also, clear your corners. Clear your corners. I got to give you that coach. And clear your corners, brother. Especially on Ancient. Everyone's doing the little nerdy stuff where they're hiding in corners now. So, like, freaking, especially on Ancient. Yeah, and I mean honestly, that's good containment from that guy. That's good molly, and he actually makes the same mistake that we kind of make, where he doesn't change up his angle, and then he kind of realizes it too late. And he's like, "Oh, I'll go swing A main now." If he was like playing like a freaking pro, he gets this kill, boom, he's already making that decision. He's already playing, but then he's like, "Oh shoot, okay." So, I mean, honestly though, you did your job. Like, if I'm gonna be real, like you did your job. It's a little crazy to run through this, and it did cut us off, right? It did cut us off, so it wasn't ideal. I wouldn't say like necessarily we love how that first fight went, but the fact that he makes kind of poor decision making, you ultimately win your team this round. So especially in these like 2k 2.5k 2.6k lobbies, you being so aggressive and you being so certain with your entry like that is gonna set your team up to eventually win the round through trading, packing up like that. So against great players, we honestly, that one that us giving that opening kill might be GG's for that round, um but yeah, I like your confidence. I like the energy with that. I want to see you do like these type of things on AK rounds. Oh, okay. So what's our job here? We're the third guy. Why are we stopping and wait? Okay, in my opinion, you should be. I guess he has a Mac 10. I guess he does have a Mac 10. So that's kind of fair. That is kind of fair. We have the whole team coming through here. Yeah, I mean, what? Ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way. But at the end of the day, I like that you're thinking about throwing these flashes. I think it would benefit from being a little more exact with it, a little more set with it, because at least that first one too is kind of random. At the end of the day, I'm glad you're throwing it. I'm glad you're yeeting those up there and doing that kind of stuff. Yeah. Ah, dude. Okay, so yeah, sometimes we're overexposing ourselves so much. One, okay, we throw this smoke. I don't know, like they should know we're here, but they don't. Look, continue going up this wall. I know hindsight's 2020, but this is how you gotta play. Continue. If you're out in the open here, if this is the play you're making, honestly, bro, maximize it. Get as close to the smoke as you can. If you want to go through, go through. If not, if you want to hold because you hear somebody else coming up here, get close to the smoke. Because look, if he runs through, then you see him the whole time. When you stress yourself out, I mean, we should be getting this kill anyways, but when we stress ourselves out, look at what he can do. And again, he's jumping around. He's making it very difficult for us to kill him. So, credit to him. But yeah, don't be scared. Don't be scared, man. Get up there. Get up in that smoke. Take advantage of the positioning that you have. I call it maximizing your position. You have this sneaky little play. You hear somebody about to be running through the smoke. Don't scare yourself off. Okay, now that one. Is that doing anything to these guys? Let's see. Is that doing anything to these guys? Yeah. Honestly, that did actually, so that did actually like kind of hinder what they were trying to do. So hey, respect for that. Oh no. So we're trying to sell a fake here. What the hell? What?
What the? We got to be a little more exact with our nades because we're kind of trolling a little bit with our nades at this point. We're trying to sell a fake. Look. What are we doing? So we're double flashing. Okay, cool. Are we trying to sell a fake or are we trying to split? Maybe we're trying to split off donut in this. Okay. I have no clue. I'm kind of lost. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it was a donut split. But then we're also using all our use. I don't know. If it's a fake, I mean, we got to commit to faking. If it's a split, which I'm starting to think maybe it was, then we got to be on the same page. I think somebody messed up on Molly, obviously, and it just ruined the timing a little bit. Okay, we are in a good spot. The problem is we're all like lurking. We're all essentially isolated. So, but the good news is they're actually giving you direct 1v1s, which is an even better thing for us. So this could go very right for us. Oh, and we catch a crazy timing. Wow, what a timing we catch here. Cool, what's our decision? Ah, this is the game sense. This is the game sense. We should know if secret agent is alive. If he's alive, he's here somewhere because he has been killing us on A. He's an A player every round. He already has a kill in the round. So maybe the scoreboard messed up because I think somebody left. Again, I'm going to give you excuses. I'm going to give you ways out. I think maybe the scoreboard could have messed that up as well. But yeah, so this is how not to play 1v or 2v1, by the way, guys. Like, look at these guys. Secret agent given way too much info. He should be acting on this. Again, he's being way too timid here anyways. I don't know why. But this is exactly how to not play a 2v1. Just giving these 1v1s up. And then also for red, he's got to use his util. And he should not be smoking temple. He should be smoking on site so that he can cause some chaos and eventually get the bomb down. The second he smokes temple, it's just a waste. Because now if he's going to have to kill these guys and plant the bomb, like, you know, it's just like, it's hopeless. If the other team is playing smart, that smoke being gone is that now the round's over. Yeah, now the round's over. Because look, you know, how nice would it have been to have a smoke on site, tap the bomb, and then play around the smoke. Now you can isolate even better, even if they are playing good. So sometimes I like to review what our teammates are doing, what the other team is doing. Yeah, we got to be a little more like I like that we're flashing. I think sometimes it's just like so freaking random. I don't know. That's just my thing. Wait, what is that smoke? No. Again, we're not being exact, but like even if you were trying to smoke off shelf, like we're just freaking chucking it. Like even that HE to an extent, like that's not a bad HE, but like I want you to be so like there's a time and place for loose nades. I'm not saying to never throw loose nades, but like we gotta be very specific with the area that we're throwing these at. I mean, that one's good. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just the smoke, I think, that's really making me like, what the heck? And yeah, we get punished. Whatever. Let's go ahead and watch the next round. That was just a weird, interesting moment. Also, again, I don't know why we're buying a flash. Just buy a smoke then, or buy 2 flashes. Like I think, you know, regardless, like make one of those decisions. Teammate gets a kill. We're gonna do an B explosion. We are going to explode up B site here. Again, this is the yeah, we're doing that. Yeah. It's like you're okay, so here's why I'm like acting like I'm reacting like that. We get this kill, and your first reaction is to go all the way up into this box and then throw a flash high like that. Like, bro, get that kill, come up here and trade with your boy. Take this space. The round is won if we do this. Like this is not the priority. Because look, I mean, even if you do throw a flash, say he's just like tucked in the corner, or yeah, like he's in cave, comes out here late. Well, now he's fighting this guy, and you're over here like, yeah, you're setting up util for him, but it's just like, it's not optimal at all, right? Like whatever you're doing, do it with your team. But I like that we're thinking about util. I like that we're doing it. It's just like it's not the priority right there. The priority isn't to go to that box and throw that flash. You know, if anything, and it's a little risky because we're gonna be exposed then, run up here with your boy and throw a flash over both of you and keep fighting, right? Then you could do the best of both worlds. Yes, you could get swinged while flashing then, which is the fear of that, is the bad thing about all that. Okay, just realize your sneaky play here. I love it. I love that you're thinking like this. It's very cool, very nice. Realize that a good player is going to punish you just because of your reload. So understand that, like, against a really good player, they are sitting here, okay, somebody reloaded on block, and you know, as they're fighting, they're going to start thinking about that just purely based on that one piece of information. Not saying don't do the play, just keep in mind that you're going to need to be ready to hit that clean headshot right away. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Nice. Okay. Also, we should be thinking too, by the way. So, like, one, I know we don't have like a freaking grenade trail, but we should hear that smoke rattling around here too. So, whatever happens, I know that somebody was in this area just, 1 second ago. Especially because we hear that smoke. We should hear that smoke come off on shelf and be like, okay, cool. There's at least one guy in cave here. At least one guy. And then here, really happy that you got the spray control. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. That util that we have. We come up here and it's like, oh, shoot, bro. Like, nothing is smoked off. Nothing. So maybe you could pause here and be like, oh, shoot, okay. Like, someone tried to cover my long, do something. Either smoke short, throw a smoke on site, maybe to scale with. Maybe smoke long off that wall or something. Like, drop some sort of util down here to make your life easy. But we take the spray, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, oh, oh. But you were moving. Like, you had a lot of movement there, which I'd love to see. Love to see that. This is definitely too much, I'd say, but you know, it pays off. The risk pays off. Okay, clear it. You're good now. Nobody's here. Yeah, good. Good. Nobody. No, sore. I understand, brother. You got 7 bullets. You got 7 bullets. No, don't forget about cave, brother. You had such a crazy sneaky play. They're never expecting this, man. And then we reload and then we're running. Now they know where you are. Now, like, you've taken half the surprise out of the equation. You've taken half the surprise out of the equation here. Ah. Thank goodness for red. Thank goodness he clutches up. Bro, you make the sneaky play. You're walking through here. Nobody spawn. Okay. Nobody spawn. You even clear all of it out there. Use your 7 bullets and just get ready to kill one guy. I'm playing an angle where I'm getting 1 kill. I'm on 1 HP. If I can shoot anybody from the back, we're winning, right? Sometimes pull out the Glock, but you have enough bullets. You should definitely just be shooting with the AK. Okay, disrespect the mid. Okay. 1 HP now. 4v3. Do not give your... Okay. I mean, that's fine. I like that you were at least... You know, you were using util. You were going to help your teammates. Guys, when we're on 1 HP, that's a great opportunity to get our util out. We're 1 shot away from dying. Let's smoke spawn. Let's sit there and, you know, be some sort of value to our team because now we are not trying to fight. So I'm glad, you know, he was dying throwing util. We could always do a little better, of course, with our positioning and the way we're you know, exposed to these timings, but that's how you gotta think about it. I'm no longer good to just fight myself. If I am gonna fight, it's with a teammate next to me or I'm shooting people from behind. You just being alive does so much work for the team. You being alive there is just like amazing. Good, confident pathing here. Yeah. Well, one, why are we? What are we pulling out here? I mean, we probably died anyways just from their counter flashes, but what are we pulling out here? We get this kill, awesome. We're nading? No, 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 no. Like, yeah, like no matter what, honestly, bro, like you're so far deep. When we're crossing this threshold, don't even. Maybe it was like a misinput or something. I don't know. Nah, I think we're trying to nade it. Who knows? Who knows? Kind of sucks too because we just went down with all of our util again. We are the entry, but which is also why, like, you know, if you want to go like next level with these things, like you're entering up here, right? You don't need the HE, right? You might need a smoke, I guess, but yeah. Don't be afraid to drop stuff. Yeah. So I mean, if you want to play like perfect, I guess, in my opinion, like we get that opening kill, you're on 30 health. Again, kind of the same concept as that donut round I was praising you for. It's like, dude, look, like we have so much util. This is about to be smoked. Honestly, stay alive here. Maybe jiggle. Yes, if they have a rifle and they swing you, you're probably going to die. But either flash spawn off so that anyone rotating in faster than a knife out gets blind, and then you can smoke, or just smoke right away. And if you die, you die. At least you got that util out. We don't have a molly. If you had a molly, that'd be great to throw as well. It's just like we're so low from that initial fight. Once you glance at your health, this is like where it's just a little too much in my opinion. Like we can always take care of this guy with our, again, we could smoke this off even. Like we could come back here and honestly like smoke off cave, right? So again, that's just some missed opportunity that you don't lose around for your team. You have a great entry, you do awesome stuff, but you could have just said, you know, that's match point right there, game over. You're not doing anything. I'm smoking you off cave. I'm using my util. I'm staying alive. You're going to kill me eventually, but I'm going to make sure my teammates there to trade me right away. That's like the next level way of looking at it and thinking about it. What are we doing with those flashes? I mean, I guess if somebody was here, they would get chunked by it. I can't believe that this worked. I actually cannot believe that this worked. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. I mean, hey, you died, but let's go. And look, you're tilting him. But what is this? What is this play that we just made? Okay, we're faking B for real this time, or maybe I don't even know. Oh my, this play is so crazy. Like I don't even understand. Again though, honestly, man, one of your best reactions needs to just be to smoke off cave at this point. Like they're clearly playing in here every round, man. You could just seriously just completely ruin anything that they have going for them by just smoking off cave. If you ever play against a team like this in the future, that's your solution. That's your solution, man. But hey, look, you're tilting them, and that actually might factor into this round. The reason that you know, spoiler alert, you guys win. That tilt honestly might factor into this. Sorry, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, yeah, we need to keep improving our util. I'm glad that we're using it though. We gotta keep improving it. Okay, a little misdirection there. Okay, make him think about you. Look at that misdirection. A little fake out. Yeah, I mean, honestly, good nade there behind the smoke where they're gonna congregate. Honestly, if I'm gonna critique it, because I want you to get better and better and better. Awesome. I'm glad you're smoking. We honestly could have died there, whatever. Wait for that smoke to plume. One, obviously, like the smoke's a little deep. That's because we were getting fought and stuff. If we could smoke it here, I mean, it's not bad that it lands here because it allows our teammates to get in. Regardless, what I'm trying to say is once the smoke's up, wait a second and then chunk your nade, then throw it because they are really going to be congregating behind it. Sometimes all this does, let's see. I mean, it's not that bad. Honestly, like good idea with that. I like that. The flash though, good resmoke, awesome. And good like this is just good. You're doing something. I love this. Like I honestly do. I love it. I love it. And the reason I say like wait for the nade, by the way, guys, is because we're gonna figure out real fast if these guys are gonna be sitting here and spamming or if they're just literally like ducking and dipping and going through temple. So that's why I say that. Like wait for the nade a second to see if they're spamming, doing their thing. Oh, okay, they are spamming. Don't get hit, obviously. Like, go into a position like this and give them a nice little birthday gift. Like dunk that nade right where they're spamming. I love making that play because you know that you damage them. You know it chunked them. Or again, if they're going temple, then cool. They're making noise or they're, you know, being pretty obvious most of the time about it. Easy dunk. So that's Ancient Review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for working with me, Soar. Definitely my least favorite map. I'm not gonna lie. Ancient is a pain to me, but overall we got to get good at every single map, and it's definitely valuable. So great performance in this lobby specifically. You did your part. You did your job. It was amazing. Let's keep working. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep doing our thing. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Peace out.